Putrajaya is a planned city, 25 km south of Kuala Lumpur, that serves as the federal administrative centre of Malaysia. The seat of government was shifted in 1999 from Kuala Lumpur to Putrajaya, due to overcrowding and congestion in the Kuala Lumpur area. Nevertheless, Kuala Lumpur remains Malaysia's national capital, being the seat of the King and Parliament, as well as the country's commercial and financial centre. Putrajaya was the brainchild of former Prime Minister Tun Mahathir Mohammad. In 2001, Putrajaya became Malaysia's third federal territory after Kuala Lumpur and Labuan. Named after the first Malaysian Prime Minister, Tunku Abdul Rahman Putra, the city is within the Multimedia Super Corridor, beside the recently developed Cyberjaya. In Sanskrit, Putra means prince, or male child, and Jaya means success, or victory. The development of Putrajaya started in early 1990s, and today major landmarks have been completed and the population is expected to grow in the near future. History and design. Putrajaya, which was originally Prang-Bisa, was found in 1918 as a hitam by the British. Its original land space was 800 acres, which was later expanded to 8,000 acres. Prang-Bisa later expanded and merged with its surrounding estates such as Estate Raja Alang, Estate Galloway and Estate Bukit Prang. The vision to have a new federal government administrative centre to replace Kuala Lumpur as the administrative capital emerged in the late 1980s, during the tenure of Malaysia's fourth Prime Minister, Dr. Mahathir bin Mohammad. The new city was proposed to be located between Kuala Lumpur and the new KL International Airport. The federal government negotiated with the state of Selangor on the prospect of another federal territory, and in the mid-1990s, the federal government paid a substantial amount of money to Selangor for approximately 11,320 acres of land in Prang-Bisa, Selangor. As a result of this land purchase, the state of Selangor now completely surrounds two federal territories within its borders, namely Kuala Lumpur and Putrajaya. Planned as a garden and intelligent city, 38% of the area is reserved for green spaces by emphasizing the enhancement of natural landscape. A network of open spaces and wide boulevards were incorporated to the plan. Construction began in August 1995 and it was Malaysia's biggest project and one of Southeast Asia's largest, with estimated final cost of $8.1 billion. The entire project was designed and constructed by Malaysian companies with only 10% of the materials imported. The Asian financial crisis of 1997–1998 had somewhat slowed the development of Putrajaya. In 1999, 300 staff members of the Prime Minister's office moved to Putrajaya and the remaining government servants moved in 2005. On February 1, 2001, Dr. Mahathir declared Putrajaya as a federal territory with the ceremony of handing over Putrajaya Township from the Selangor state authorities. In 2002, a rail link called KLIA Transit was opened, linking Putrajaya to both Kuala Lumpur and KL International Airport in Sepang. However, construction of the Putrajaya monorail, which was intended to be the city's metro system, was suspended due to costs. One of the monorail suspension bridges in Putrajaya remains unused. In 2007, the population of Putrajaya was estimated to be over 30,000, which comprised mainly government servants. Government servants have been encouraged to relocate to the city through a variety of government subsidy and loan programs. In April 2013, the Putrajaya government signed a letter of intent with the government of Sejong City in South Korea to mark cooperation between the two cities. Government and infrastructure. As of 2012, almost all of Malaysia's governmental ministries had relocated to Putrajaya. The only ministry remaining in Kuala Lumpur are the Ministry of International Trade and Industry, Ministry of Defence and Ministry of Works. Religion. As of 2010 census, the population of Putrajaya is 97.4% Muslim, 1.0% Hindu, 0.9% Christian, 0.4% Buddhist, and 0.3% other or non-religious. Public buildings and monuments. Perdana Putrajaya Office of the Prime Minister, Siri Perdana Official Residence of the Prime Minister, Sri Satria, Official Residence of the Deputy Prime Minister, Palace of Justice, Putrajaya Ministry of Finance, Wisma Putrajaya Malaysian Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Melawati National Palace, Astana Darul Ihsan, Putrajaya Convention Centre, Perdana Leadership Foundation, Heritage Square, Selara Putra, Suk Putrajaya, Pusat Kejaranan Present 9, Pusat Kejaranan Present 16, Putra Mosque, Tuanku Nizam Zainul Abidin Mosque, Monuments, Putrajaya Landmark, Millennium Monument, National Heroes Square, Open Space, Putrajaya Lake, Putrajaya Independence Square, Putrajaya Wetlands Park, Taman Selatan, Putrajaya Botanical Gardens, the biggest botanical garden in Malaysia, covering an area over 92 hectares, education, kindergarten and preschool, Brainy Bunch International Montessori, government preschool located in primary school. Primary and secondary education in Putrajaya is provided by a few schools such as SMK Putrajaya Present 8, SMK Putrajaya Present 9, SMK Putrajaya Present 16, 1, SMK Putrajaya Present 11, 1, SMK Putrajaya Present 9, 2, SMK Putrajaya Present 14, 1, SMK Putrajaya Present 11, 2, SMK Putrajaya Present 18, 1, SMK Putrajaya Present 5, 1, SK Putrajaya Present 9, 1, SK Putrajaya Present 8, 1, SK Putrajaya Present 16, 1, SK Putrajaya Present 11, 1, SK Putrajaya Present 8, 2, SK Putrajaya Present 9, 2, SK Putrajaya Present 16, 2, SK Putrajaya Present 11, 3, SK Putrajaya Present 14, 1, SK Putrajaya Present 11, 2, SK Putrajaya Present 18, 1, SK Putrajaya Present 18, 2, SK Putrajaya Present 5, 1. There is also an elite fully residential school in Putrajaya. Sekolah Sultan Alam Shah, Perdana University have established an interim campus in Putrajaya which hosts the Johns Hopkins University School of Medicine and the Perdana University Royal College of Surgeons in Ireland Medical Schools. Johns Hopkins University in Malaysia. Perdana University Royal College of Surgeon in Ireland. Transport. Putrajaya is home to the world's largest roundabout, the Pesayaran Sultan Salahuddin Abdul Aziz Shah with a diameter of 3.5 km. Bridges. This is a list of bridges in Putrajaya. Siri Perdana Bridge, Putra Bridge, Siri Warzan Bridge, Siri Bhakti Bridge, Siri Soerna Bridge, Siri Bistari Bridge, Siri Sesha Bridge, Siri Gemilang Bridge, Monorail Suspension Bridge, Major Highways, Pesayaran Persekutuan, Pesayaran Sultan Salahuddin Abdul Aziz Shah, Pesayaran Utara, Abu Sentosa, Pesayaran Barat, Pesayaran Selatan, Pesayaran Timur, Pesayaran Perdana, Image Gallery. See also: List of countries with multiple capitals, references, citations. General, Putrajaya presentation. yansquared.com. Archived from the original on February 10, 2013. Retrieved January 22, 2014. Further reading, King, Ross, Kuala Lumpur and Putrajaya, Negotiating Urban Space in Malaysia, Nias Press, 2008. External links, Putrajaya Travel Guide from Wiki Voyage, Tourism Malaysia, Putrajaya, Traveller's Guide to Putrajaya written and maintained by locals, official site of Putrajaya, State Development Office State Development Office Wilayah Persekutuan, Intelligent City Online.